Please help me in welcoming Mr. A.J. Cannon to introduce Gillian Cannon for her retiring address.
It is my honor and privilege to stand before you tonight to introduce Gillian Cannon for her retiring address. For those of you that don't know, I just so happen to be your older brother, AJ. And as all big brothers would do in this situation, is embarrass the heck out of her, and there's nothing that she can do about it. I'm not going to do that, but seriously, if you guys want to hear some stories after the session, just get up with me. Gillian is passionate and caring, smart while humble, dedicated and courageous, talented and loving, and a leader while very persistent. In good ways more times than not. When Gillian asked me to introduce her for her retiring address, a flood of memories and stories came to me from our childhood all the way up to this day. I could go on for hours and hours of great stories, and somewhere we could have absolutely killed each other. We've laughed, we've cried, but we've always been there for each other. One memory that always sticks to me, and I guarantee that if you go on Mama Sherry's Facebook page, you'll find a picture of me and Gillian. It was her first FFA event and one of my last in the blue jacket. Gillian has always looked up to me, and this is when she got hooked and completely indulged her life into this great organization that we all know and love as the FFA. Gillian spent all of her high school career diving in deep into creating her own path and event and experiences through the FFA. When she came to me and asked me that she decided to run for state office, I couldn't have been more excited for her. Over the last 2 years, it has been amazing to see her grow, develop, and serve within this organization for the members. Gillian has performed and developed into an amazing person without a doubt, and honestly, I couldn't be more proud. From the bottom of my heart, I couldn't be more proud, and the woman that you've become, and I love you, little sis. With that being said, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you your 2019-2020 Delaware FFA State Vice President, Gillian Cannon, and her retiring address, Perseverance.
Yet the action is so much larger. Perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. When I first think of the word perseverance, I think of Walt Disney and Bethany Hamilton. These two individuals persevered in two different ways. One persevered in a physical setback, while the other persevered in their career. Walt Disney is well known for his cartoons, but did you know he was fired from his first employment at the Kansas City Star because his creations weren't good enough? What? I mean, who in their right mind would ever fire Walt Disney? Because where would we be without Mickey Mouse and his friends? Bethany Hamilton, on the other hand, faced a more physical setback. While doing what she loved most in the world, which was surfing, Bethany was a victim of a brutal shark attack, which resulted in the loss of her left arm. Do you think Bethany was afraid of sharks After her attack? Probably, but Bethany did not let that stop her, because after relearning how to surf, she can now look a shark in its face and say, I win. Her setback set her up to win the NSSA National Competition for Surfing. These two individuals show that perseverance is much larger than just a word. If Walt Disney took defeat when he was fired, we would not have the ability to enjoy his characters of Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto, Daisy, and many more. Our childhoods would not have been the same without their wise words and goofy characters. If Bethany Hamilton let that shark win, we would not have a female role model showing us empowerment, grit, and sacrifice. So let's think back to a time where you believe you've persevered. Raise your hand if you feel that you have persevered in the face of a tough decision. Okay, I see a few of us. I see a few. Perseverance does not have to be reserved for just the big moments in life. We persevere in the little moments as well. You all showed up here today. You kicked butt in your competitions and at Day of Service. This is just one tiny step that you have shown to persevere. So let's try this again. Raise your hand if you feel that you have persevered in the face of adversity. I think I see a few more, but I can tell that we're not convinced. Believe me when I say that I believe you have persevered. You've made the tiny steps toward a larger goal, no matter what was going on in your life or what was going on through your head. While Walt Disney and Bethany Hamilton have showed perseverance through success, I believe that we are not given any task too great to overcome. Everyone has the ability to persevere if we first truly know ourselves while trying to spread kindness to those around us. Now let's envision a time where we feel that we have lost motivation. What was holding you back? How did it make you feel? I can vividly recall a time in my life where I lost motivation. Throughout high school, I was bullied just about every single day, unless I was in the ag room. I tried to brush it off my shoulders, but some days it just took a toll on me where I did not want to go to school or do just about anything. And I can honestly say it was not a great feeling. Of course, I had the support of my family no matter what, and they helped me through a lot. My best friend tried to stand up for me, but they still continued. Yet this time, it was behind her back. Despite what I was going through, I tried to show these bullies that I can be my happy and goofy self because, trust me, on this stage, I've embarrassed myself a time or two, and it's okay. But it wasn't until I stepped foot in the ag department and let go. I instantly clicked with my ag advisor I had at the time, and believe me when I say we had some serious life talks. And we all know I'm a crier. We had several boxes of tissues just for me. It's okay. But it wasn't until she pushed me to go to FFA events outside of school. This is where it really started to show me the perspective that no matter what these bullies had said, I had found my place. This was only because I had the amazing opportunity to connect with FFA members from across the entire state of Delaware. We may be small, but trust me, we are mighty. Because it was you as individuals who showed me the happiness and kindness it takes to overcome trials and tribulations.
Yes, sir.
You allowed me to be my happy and goofy self, fall flat on my face, embarrass myself, and we just kept going. It was because I had the opportunity to make memories and connect with you all, who made me who I am today, who allowed me to stand on the stage in front of you today. When I think on the past 2 years of being a state officer, I vividly remember the amazing opportunities I've had to connect with as many of you as I can. Yet, I've also gained a family for life on both sets of teammates that I've been on.
Yes, sir.
And I've gained amazing friendships with some people, amazing people from all over the United States. Again, it was because of you all who put me here. You gave me my motivation back. So now let's think back to that time when you lost your motivation. Did you overcome that struggle? Did you find your motivation? Was someone motivation for you? As I stand here in front of you all today, I see passion, I see inspiration, I see your potential. This is only because the kindness that you have given me, I've noticed that you've given to each other. No matter how competitive we might be in competitions, you still persevere and show kindness. And just like you all, there are FFA members from across the United States doing just the same. I think back to one of these special individuals today. Meet Patience. Patience hails from the great show me state of Iowa. Any other guesses?
Alabama.
Unfortunately not Delaware. That'd be pretty awesome. Okay. A few good guesses, but she's from Missouri. I figured somebody would. I first met Patience as I was walking the street of Indianapolis at the 2018 National FFA Convention with my teammates and a guy at the time who was the state president of the Puerto Rico FFA Association. But you guys know him now as our National FFA Southern Region Vice President, Yomar.
Yomar!
So as my teammates and I and Yomar were walking through the streets, we ran into Matthew from the Sussex Central FFA chapter who was participating in the National Chorus this year. He was also walking with a few of the other participants and they were having as much fun. And we have a little clip to show you.
Sing that song, yeah, like a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. That I think of life.
That wasn't the best video, but trust me when I say their singing still gives me goosebumps to this day. So after they were done giving their amazing performance, Matthew introduced myself and my teammates as Delaware State FFA officers. And this is where Patience may or may not have fangirled for a brief second. Don't tell her I told you. So I walked over to Patience and I said, I appreciate how excited you are, but we are people just like you. So that is when Patience got the courage to pull out her phone and say, girl, can I add you on Snapchat? And I said, girl, yes, please. And ever since that day, Patience will post motivational quotes or personal blurbs in the hopes of inspiring and motivating her Snapchat followers, but also in the hopes of making their days just a little brighter. As time has passed, patients' posts have not come as frequently, only because she is serving our great country in the United States Coast Guard. So let's give her a round of applause. Even though her posts aren't as frequent, one of her posts has still resonated with me to this day. She posted one day, "Be strong now because things will get better. It might be stormy now, but it can't rain forever." Patience takes 30 to 60 seconds a day to post a little motivational blurb or quote, never truly asking for anything in return and truly never knowing how her words are impacting her followers. What if our world was more like Patience? Now, I'm not asking you to post something every single day and trying to spread kindness to others. But what if we take our phones out, because we have them in our hands for about 5 hours a day typically. So within those 5 hours, would it be so difficult to post a little blurb or text someone to say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. I'm always there for you." Because not only will it make your day a little bit brighter, but it might inspire someone who you may not realize needs it. You all are strong and will only get stronger. You are not a word written in a book or a definition written on a piece of paper. Never stop trying to be yourself. Never stop believing in others or yourself. Never stop trying to achieve your goals. What you are going through right now is only temporary. We are not just cows and cows. We are the future. We are the believers, dreamers, and dream makers in and out of these jackets. You will light a fire of inspiration in not only yourself, but those around you by persevering and spreading kindness to others. You will succeed. You will overcome obstacles. You will find your happiness. Never stop trying to achieve your goals. Never stop surrounding yourself with people who will help you flourish. Delaware FFA, never stop persevering!
Taco Bell, for staying up till 2 a.m. on FaceTime calls to shower us in your motherly advice, and reminding each and every one of us day after day that we are loved and valued. Love always, Jackson, Tim, Abby, Trey, and Emily. Delaware FFA, you're